Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you guys have had a good one. I hope your Tuesday was good. Mine was pretty productive. I'm busy around the house this morning, and then coming into the station, busy here as well. Um, when I come into work every day, I try to get here as close to 2:30 as I can. Some days, well, 2:30, not 2:30. Some days it's a little bit earlier. Some days it's a little bit later, but usually somewhere around 2:30. Um, and when I get here, I'm just it's nonstop. I'm incredibly busy. Yeah, first thing I do is I check my emails. How was that, Mark? I check my emails, and after I check my emails, I go through any messages I may have, and I go through. Not much, Carrie. Hope you're doing good. Then I dive into the forecast, and then I spend the rest of the time trying to make the best graphics I can make to tell the best weather story. So when we do weather, I do weather, and I know the other guys are the same way. We work really hard to put together great graphics. Some weather people and some TV markets, not all of them, but some of them have automated graphics. They just come in and hit play on the show, and that's really it. But what you see on our channel, it's graphics that we make ourselves. We make these a lot of times from scratch, and to try to give you the best weather story that we can and tell you what's actually going on, something that's interesting, not just a blob of green up there, but something that's interesting. So that's what we work to try to do. So, but anyway, yeah, I was busy today with making a lot of graphics here at the station. Busy before I left the house, and then tomorrow I got a whole lot going on. I'm actually off work tomorrow. Cameron will be in for me, but I got a lot going on tomorrow. Um, I will be doing some work around both my properties, so I will be incredibly busy tomorrow. So, and I don't know, I got to respond to this guy here. I don't know if you guys have watched the Penguin on HBO Max, but that was probably one of the best series I've ever seen. I don't have time to do any of that, Mark. Sorry, I got way too much going on. We just bought a new investment property, and I'm flipping it, so I'm busy with that and just busy around my house, and I just don't have time for anything. So maybe middle or latter part of next week, maybe towards the end of the month, maybe we'll see. William, thoughts on cooler weather? Yeah, we'll see. Weekend looks good, Joanne. But anyway, Penguin's a very good series. If you hadn't seen it yet, you need to watch it on HBO Max. It's very good. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tired. I'm a little tired this evening. I'm ready to go to bed. I didn't sleep well last night. I was crap. I didn't sleep like good at all. Um, you know, I just couldn't get comfortable. I couldn't shut my brain off. I just couldn't go to sleep. So I'm tired. So if I look tired, I am. I'm ready to go to bed now. I told my wife earlier, I was like, I just don't want to go back to work tonight. Now on my dinner break, I did enjoy. I made chicken tetrazzini. It was really good. And Hayes and his girlfriend came over for dinner, and I enjoyed having them. Enjoyed seeing them, and we ate and just kind of hung out for a little bit. Yeah, thanks, Mark. I do for sure. And at some point, I may take you up on that. You just never know, Mark. So yeah, I was enjoyed seeing them. Enjoyed having dinner with them. But other than that, just been working around the house. We got that many dogs, and the house outside it's beginning to dry up finally. So it's not quite as muddy, but the dogs are still bringing in a little dirt. They're digging a lot outside right now. This weather's gotten good, so they're digging. So you have to work nonstop to keep your house clean. I'm just looking at checking the radar. We've got some thunderstorms finally developing up there east of Amarillo, but I think that's where most of the action will be, is up in that area. I don't think we'll see much of that down our way. For a change, I hope we don't. I hope we don't see rain. Next opportunity for rain, I think probably doesn't head our way until maybe Sunday night or Monday. That's probably our next best chance for rain, probably. So it's good. We need to dry out a little bit. We're currently sitting about I don't know. We're sitting, I guess, probably about a quarter of an inch behind being the wettest November on record, and we're only 12 days in. And all it's going to take is one more, and we're going to be right now. We're the third wettest. So coming up, if we just get one more good rain, that's going to do it. So, hey, one of my favorite candies is peanut M&Ms. I've always loved them. So I'm eating on those tonight. My favorite candies are peanut M&Ms. I changed the background. Are peanut M&Ms, and I also love Hershey bars with almonds. You're just playing around with some of these backgrounds here you can do. So that one's actually kind of cool. Little white gray tone right there. Not bad. But I'll probably go with the blue. Yeah, I don't like the plain ones as much as I do the peanut ones. But I love Hershey's with almonds. I think they're just fantastic. So you guys talk to me. What's going on with you? What do you guys got going on out there? And there's our Colbert, Oklahoma weather reporter there, Eric Pridemore. He knows now it's 59 degrees in Colbert, but it will be chilly during the overnight hours east of Wichita Falls on the Oklahoma side of the Red River tonight. Well, I hope you're doing good, Eric. Oh, I would definitely eat them, Mark, for sure. I love peanut M&Ms. So, I really don't have a whole lot to talk about tonight. I don't know where's Cameron at when you need him. About to text him. Yeah, the rest of the week's going to be good weather, too. Yeah, it was a good weather day to do. Tomorrow will be a little breezy, but I'm going to do a lot of work around my house tomorrow. Outside, inside, you name it. I'm going to be busy. Hopefully, I get a good night's rest tonight. Because it sucked not getting a good sleep last night. It sucks when you're trying to get comfortable and you can't get comfortable. And then you just look at the clock and man, it's going to be daylight soon here, and I've not gone to sleep yet. I am tired, though. I'm very tired right now, so. I am ready for Thanksgiving, Joanne. I love Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday of the entire year. I'm not ready. I'm ready, but I'm not ready. I still got to get my house cleaned up. I've got to get a bedroom prepared for my parents. We've started buying some stuff for them to cook, so we have a huge feast. I fix so much food. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what we do. I cook. I'm debating if I want to smoke or fry my turkey this year. Teresa, you haven't missed anything. Tonight, I'm lame tonight. I'm boring tonight. Cameron picked the wrong time to talk to his mom. So I just texted him and said, "Where are you?" He said, "Talking to his mom." Well, we'll let him slide on that one. I try to talk to my mom every day that I can. She'll be 80 in February. And my dad is 82 or 83. I can't remember. I think he's 82. Maybe he's 83. I can't remember. He just turned one or the other. But they're getting old, and they still live by themselves over there in Mississippi. They live on a plot of land in a house, and they still cut the yard. They still do everything they've always done. But the thing that makes me, that hurts my feelings the most is to know that they're there and no family is there. My sister moved off, and they're just there, and they wouldn't leave. I tried to get them to leave, but they wouldn't do it. So, but any time, I do have my parents, but at any time they could be gone. So I try to talk to my mom every day. I'd like to talk to my dad too, but my mom hogs the phone. And not only that, but my dad didn't have a whole lot to talk about. So it's easier to talk to my mom than just my dad. I just find out what's going on. But I still need to talk to him too, though. But they'll be here, and that's got to be a hard drive on them from Mississippi all the way here. They make it and they do it, but it wears them out. So, well, that's good, Latricia. It is a very boring night, and you know, I don't have anything to talk about really. I don't have any. There's not much weather going on right now. Cameron's not here to make it interesting, so I can't pick on him. And I'm really tired tonight. Thanks, Moline. Yeah, I'm all right. I wish I lived closer so I could be better. But so back in 2008, when I took the job here and in Texas, I was working as a morning meteorologist at the ABC affiliate in my hometown in Jackson, Mississippi. That's where I'm from. They were trying to re-sign me, and this job out here popped open. So I decided to apply for it. Initially, the application was to try to get a negotiation going with my current TV station. I wanted to get a little more money out of them. So, I interviewed here, and they actually flew me out here, and I actually looked around, and my first thought of Wichita Falls, I didn't think very much of it. It just they didn't take me to some of the nicer areas. They just kind of drove me around. I thought the station was a dump. I thought some of the area looked kind of run down. So I wasn't real keen on taking the job, but the pay was actually decent. It was what I wanted at that time anyway. And the thought of being able to come lead a TV station, to lead a TV weather department of my own was just enticing me. And they did come up and give me a good job offer there. A good contract offer there in Jackson, but I just had to take this job. But I was only supposed to be here, excuse me, for a few years. And then the name of the game is just it was just basically to come here and get the experience and move on. That's the name of the game, right? In the TV business. My sights have always been set on Dallas, the Fort Worth market. But it's really hard in the TV business to get to that point. You've got to have connections. You got to have a good agent, something that's going to get your foot in the door. It's real hard. I had an opportunity one time, but it was for a weekend weather spot years and years ago. I was still working here, but I had an opportunity, and I interviewed for the job, but I didn't get it. And I've had several really good job opportunities since I've been here. They classify my position the chief meteorologist. You're just the boss. You're the main guy, the weather guy, they're the main face of the TV station. So I've had opportunities in Orlando, Florida for similar positions. I had a general manager though that told me I couldn't leave. So, and my contract was, a couple months from being up at that point in time. But, anyway, that didn't work out. Recently I had this is before this current contract I just signed. I actually was very strongly considering a chief job in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They really wanted me. The news director loved me, and the pay was really good. But, I've worked so hard, and I've been here for so long. I've been here for 15, 16 years now. So I worked really hard to get to be where I am at now here. And I've achieved a level of seniority here at the station. I've got good management that I work well with. No relationship's ever going to be perfect. That's just how it is. We have our flaws, right? And we have our disagreements, but at the end of the day, I do really like Richard Haddix, the general manager here at the station. And, they put a lot of money into the weather department here. So basically we get most things we want. I've got two fantastic meteorologists working under me now. And, I'm certainly not dogging on any other TV stations anywhere in the world for that matter. But I would say from top to bottom in this weather office, we have from myself down to Jaden Knowles, down to Cameron Lindsay, probably one of the strongest weather departments that I've ever been a part of. It's definitely the strongest I've had since I've been here that I've actually got to lead. But I would say in even most markets, there's just not a weakness there. A lot of times in a small market, your weekend guy will be a guy that's just fresh out of college, really green, and they're just still trying to find their way. They're not that great yet. Cameron Lindsay, he's already got it. And then you get this kid, Jaden Knowles. He comes in from Oklahoma Sooner football. And you think, well, this kid coming in from, big time football player, big time football conference, he's going to be cocky, and nothing could be further from the truth. I mean, Jaden is about as good of a guy as they come. They both are great guys, but I mean, Jaden is humble. He's real teachable. He has learned so much. I'm so proud of him for the amount of stuff that kid has learned. And, he really has grown a lot, and his forecasting, he's grown a lot on just everything. I mean, that kid, Jaden, could step into a big market tomorrow if he wanted to, and maybe even something bigger. He could even go like national. That's how good he is. And like I say, he's humble and he's a great dude, even away from TV. He's just a great guy. And then there's Cameron, he's my right-hand man. He does everything. He's basically like an MVP at our station. He does everything. He can do everything. So we have a very good weather team here now. I've had some good people here before in the past. The most recent would have been Garrett James. I love Garrett a lot, but he had other things going on, and he left us. He's back here in Wichita Falls now. He's a school teacher at McNeil Junior High School. So he got out of the TV business. I hated to see that because Garrett had a lot of potential. But like I say, I've got the guys I have now are great. It's gonna be hard for you to go to any market and find what I have here. It really would. So I'm blessed. I'm fortunate. The thing that I like the most about, I guess it's Texoma, is the people here. The people here are great, And yeah, Mark, I did meet my wife here. It's debatable if that's the best thing I ever found here, though. So I'm just kidding. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. But anyway, but I am blessed to have this team. I'm blessed to work at this TV station. The TV industry has changed a whole lot, and it continues to change and evolve a whole lot. It isn't what it was. We talk about it all the time on here. A lot of people get their weather information these days from YouTube. And I go on rants all the time about those kids on YouTube, and then a lot of people get their information these days from apps. Though, so that's just how things have changed. And the TV business has just changed a whole lot. Used to, you got your weather information watching TV at home. You'd see the bug pop up, the crawl across the screen. That's how you got your weather information, your warnings, or you heard the tornado sirens outside, or you had a NOAA weather radio, and then you would see the weatherman come on and do a broadcast and give you an update. But these days it isn't like that anymore. These days, most people get their information from an app, get a warning from an app. Sometimes people still wait to hear the tornado siren, but then a lot of times they'll turn on to us, or they'll turn on to it's growing. People are turning on to YouTube. So yeah, it's evolved and changed a whole lot for sure. But if I've been working pretty hard on social media. I'm trying to, trying to expand my growth a little bit, but it's real hard and slow because, a ton of people out there are doing that now. So it's really difficult. Most of them aren't even degreed meteorologists that are doing it. So, but, anyway, well, I have been a boring host to you guys tonight. Boring. Still got 2 peanut M&Ms left. Not anymore. So, I hate Cameron didn't get to join us tonight, but he's busy. He got things going on. I've been pretty boring tonight there, Carrie. Pretty boring. Sometimes we can have fun, but sometimes we act a little silly. So I'm not a huge soda drinker. I grew up drinking, when I was a kid, my mom gave us Sprite or Coke. I still drink a few sodas every now and again, but usually I drink tea. That's mostly what I drink. Very seldom to actually drink soda, so I'm drinking one now. I don't know. I was just wanting something to drink, so that's what I'm doing. Well, there's actually a lot of interesting stories I could do, and maybe on boring nights, I'll dig into my treasure chest and tell you some stories of Ken Johnson. A lot of the stories I can't tell here because a lot of them aren't probably appropriate for social media or for anything for that matter. But yeah, there's a lot of stories too that were interesting growing up. Um, so maybe I can do that sometime. Talk about experiences growing up. Talk about what led me to do what I do now, um, and where I see myself in the future. And that's a good question. Where do I see myself in the future? At this point in time, I don't know. I'm 47 years old, and my kids have all grown up now. Yeah, I see them occasionally, but it's not like when they're little and they're always around. They're just, they just kind of come and go as they please, and they don't live with me. They just kind of come and go. It's mostly my wife and I now. That's mostly what it is now. So, and a lot of my life is devoted to just working all the time and dogs. So, um, yeah. So I don't know what the future holds. I don't know. I don't know at all at this point in time. I am trying to look forward to the future and trying to do some things. That's why I've started doing some investing in real estate. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. I just signed a 3-year deal here, so I'm not going anywhere. But you know, um, so we'll see. Kelly and I just got off a trip back in what was it, September? We were in Italy. That was a lot of fun. But we don't have I don't have a lot of fun. Is most of my days are usually just work. I didn't just work here. I'm not talking about here. My job is fun. This is a fun job. This is not work. This is fun. It can be a little stressful sometimes, but usually it's just fun because I do this for free. But when I say work, you mean when you're working and doing manual labor yourself, that is hard work. I used to dabble some in the landscaping business. I did that for a while on the side, and now I'm just doing the house flipping thing. So, all right, guys, I got to get ready for the newscast here. It's 9:46. We'll be going on here in a little bit, so I'm going to let you guys go, and we'll do this again tomorrow night. Hopefully, I won't be as boring.